Welcome to your Relaxing Flow yoga class. My name is Hannah Day, and in this class you'll need your yoga mat, a blanket or beach towel, and a yoga bolster or a nice big thick pillow works perfect. So we're going to get started sitting on that pillow or bolster, whatever you have, and find your sit bones, so rocking back and forth. Once you've grounded down in your sit bones, we'll take a few big circles back. So shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and then roll them back. Shrug up and back. And as we shrug up, take an inhale and exhale, shoulders back. A few of these, inhale in, roll it back. One more time, shrugging up, inhale, exhale, drop the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to open our palms up and inhale, reach out to this energy of calmness and bring it down through the center. Again, I like that. Inhale, reach out. Big breath in through the nose, palms will touch. Exhale, energy down through center. And think of this energy of when we have a busy mind, we're inviting in a calmness and ease. One more time. Inhale, reach out. I am relaxed and at ease. And we'll bring our palms together, but this time, thumbs together will go right to your third eye. So you're going to pause here and put pressure just slightly, the thumbs into that third eye space between the eyebrows, elbows to the side, and you're going to draw your belly in towards the spine and sit up a little taller, connecting to the mind. My mind is relaxed and at ease. And then bring your thumbs now to the heart, right at the sternum, shoulders back, and then down. Beautiful. From this height, let's come right away off to your pillows and bring pillow or bolster off to the side, coming onto your yoga mat. Chin drops towards chest, bowing to your heart. And we'll start to sway the head. And the neck, we want to be gentle. So think about that your tip of your nose is a pencil and you're drawing a little happy face. So you're being very mindful how your neck wants to move. Slowing down. And then we'll pause and center again. Big breath in. Exhale. Right ear to right shoulder. That's it. We'll take our left fingertips down to the ground and see if that's okay for our body. If not, we'll bring our hand back up. If you're okay with bringing the hand down, then crawl the fingers back behind you. Find a spot where you feel a nice long stretch. Full breath in through the nose. And then open the mouth to exhale. Sighing out the day. Inhale through the nose. Sigh out the day through the mouth. And last time in. As you sigh out the day with a open mouth, we'll bring our hands back, chin to chest. Big breath in, let your head be heavy. And then exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Taking your right fingertips down to the mat. If that's enough, your body will tell you. If it's too much, bring it up. If it's okay to crawl those fingers behind you or to the side, wherever you feel, oh, that's a spot. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. And then open the jaw and release it. Exhale, almost if you're sighing out, releasing the day. Inhale in. Sigh out the day. That's it. Inhale in. Full breath out. Crawling your fingers back, chin to chest. We'll lift our head up to center and we'll float our arms out to the sides. Big breath in, inhale. And then we'll take our palms together and come over to the right. So plant your hand down on the right, left arm comes up and over for a side bend. Now we're going to sink our opposite hip down. So that's the left hip down. Big breath into the rib cage. And then we're going to round our arms. So we're going to round this arm up and around, rounding to center. And then switching sides. Left arm comes down, right arm comes up and over. Find your root down. Sinking with that right hip, inhale. Exhale, rounding the arms again, round through center. And find the other side, up and over. Keep finding this rhythm, inhaling. Exhale, round through center. Switching sides. Big breath in. Round through center as you exhale. Up and over. Rounding through center. And last time, round through center. Whatever side you're on, doesn't matter which side, you're planting your hand down and we'll hold as we come up and over. Soften that shoulder that's lifted away from the ears. Full breath in through the nose. Full breath out through the mouth. And then inhale your arm to rise. Another side. Up and over. Soften the shoulder away from the ear. Finding space. Inhale in. And exhale out. Coming back to center. Let's bring our hands in front. Interlace the fingers. And then flip your hands away from you. Big breath as you scoop up and reach to the sky. And then exhale, release your hands, rotating the wrists one way at shoulder height. Rotate the wrists the other way. And we'll bring our hands to our knees. And we're going to start to draw little circles in our pelvic floor. As if you're one of those KitchenAid mixers, and you're stirring up your favorite batch of cookie dough, and your pelvis is your bowl. So you can have really slow mixer here, just nice and slow, or maybe you want to make these really big circles. This is about learning and tuning into your body. I can tell you Sufi grinds are great for cramping, for bloating and digestion. Great for gas, anything that you just need to release air. And we'll get the direction of our circles to change, but first start with small circles. Your body will tell you if it wants bigger. And then you can get really into it with bending your elbows as your head goes, shoulders loose, all that good stuff. That's it. And then we'll slowly stop at the center. We'll round back, chin to chest. Hold onto your knees, really find space between the shoulders, and then roll of your sit bones, release your knees and open up through the chest. So big chest open here, looking up. Exhale, round back. So we'll bring our back of our hands to touch. Our chin comes to chest. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, open through the chest, the collarbones looking up. And exhale, round it back, chin to chest. Really finding space. And then again, inhale, rise. Open the heart. And round it out. So stay rounded, back of hands touch, and then bring your hands to your knees, and we'll bring ourselves back to center. Lean back, and we'll just take one knee up at a time and roll around to all fours. So the first thing we do in any yoga class with me is protect your knees. Your knees are a hinge joint, and you don't want to replace your knees. Ask anyone with a knee replacement. You want your knees always supported. So knees below hips on that blanket, hands below shoulders. Bend the elbows, curl your tailbone, and slowly look forward. And see if you can keep your neck long. Instead of kinking the neck, keep it long. As you exhale, curl tailbone in, push into the mat into a cat. So chin to chest. Inhale, bend at the elbows, curl your tailbone, maybe looking forward. If looking forward doesn't feel good, look to the ground instead. Exhale, curl tailbone in, push into the mat. One more round like that, bend at elbows, looking forward. And exhale, round it back. Pause here a moment. We're going to bring our fingertips to, our hands to fingertips, and you're going to crawl your fingertips forward, curl toes under, and sit towards the heels. As you stretch out the arches of the feet, you can look forward or look down. So you should feel this in the shoulders, in the back of the shoulders. We're staying on our fingertips. And then plant your hands down. Puff your back up like you're going to reach it to the sky. Curl those under and lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Walking your feet wider so that they're hip width apart. Keeping your heels lifted, we're going to bend one knee at a time, stretching your heels back. Now maybe your body isn't ready for downward dog yet, so you can come back to the cat and cow. If you're in downward dog, pedal your legs, let your head hang heavy. Come back to all fours again. Crawl your hands forward and be on the fingertips. Curl toes under, sit towards the heels again. And you can drop your head down. You can look forward, getting into the shoulders, big breaths in. Plant the palms down and then send your hips to the sky, downward dog. Pedal your legs, hip width apart, walking, bending one knee at a time. Downward dog is actually a very advanced pose in yoga, so it's okay if you don't want to do it. Just come to all fours, do cat and cow. We're going to all come back down to all fours and slide your hands back below your shoulders. Reach for the behind at the back of your right thigh and step that foot forward. We're going to interlace our fingers and push onto the top of our right thigh, shoulders back. Now look, if your right knee is right above your ankle, you might need to step it back. That's it. No, we're not dumping here. We're staying tall. We're engaging the core, shoulders back. That's it. Drop the hands either side of your hip. We'll take our right hand to that right hip, left arm floats up, and then come for a little side bend over to the right. So we want to feel stretch from our left knee going up the fascial tissues all the way up through your pinky and then coming back to center. Float both hands up. Imagine you're holding the sun above you and then bend at the elbows. Bring your right arm under left, finding eagle arms or back of hands touch or grab opposite elbows. All of them are the same, just look different. But find your elbows at shoulder height, draw the belly in, breathe into the back of the heart. Full breath out. One more time in and out. And again, thinking of that mindfulness we want to invite in. Unwind the arms and we'll bring our hands together and the thumbs to the third eye, keeping your eyes open. My mind is relaxed and at ease. Float your arms straight up above the head, and then we'll bring our left hand right below the shoulder, right hand to the hip and twist inwards. Belly comes towards the inner right thigh for a nice twist. You can float your right arm up too if you like, or keep it on your hip. And then we'll slowly come back to center. Bring that arm, that hand was on your hip, down on the inside of your foot. If you need to come fingertips, you can. You even have a pillow, you can come up higher. And then we're going to watch and look at our right foot as we walk it and scooch it all the way back to all fours. Hands below shoulders. We're going to reach back now with the left hand to the left thigh, step it forward and interlace the fingers on top of this thigh. Shoulders back. Find the left knee above the ankle. Curl toes under, engage the core, look forward. This is a lunge, lovely lunge. Release the hands either side of your hip, left hand to hip. Right arm comes straight up, palm towards the body. Come into that side bend, just gently. You probably don't need to come far to feel the psoas muscle and the hip flexors. Think of a long fascial line coming from the kneecap all the way out through your pinky and then back to center. Float both arms up, inhale. Exhale, bend at the elbows, eagle arms, left arm under right, perhaps back of hands touch or grabbing opposite elbows. Now keep the elbows at shoulder height, belly draws in, inhale to the back of the heart, and a full breath out. One more like this, you're doing great. Take a break if you need it, full breath out, and then inhale in. Exhale to unwind the arms, bringing hands together. Thumb to your third eye, eyes open for balance, core engaged, belly button to spine. My mind is relaxed and at ease, floating that energy up. And then we're going to slowly take that right hand below the shoulder and left hand to the hip. Twist inwards towards the thigh. Bodies usually naturally do, but it's okay if you need a little extra twist. You can look up or down. You can float your hand up if that feels better. Just let your body do an expression that feels good. We'll bring our hand back to the hip, look down, and bring that hand down. Look at your left foot, watch it go back. Perfect. All fours again, hands below shoulders. Curl toes under, downward dog. Lift your hips up and back. Feet are hip width apart. Now, downward dog is a pose that's really wrist heavy, so bring it to the top of your hands by pushing into your knuckles. That big knuckle base. Broaden your shoulders. Bend your knees a lot, look forward, and then very gently, you're going to tiptoe forward over your blanket to the top of your mat. Your feet are hip width apart. Come into a forward fold. Grab opposite elbows here and hang out for a moment. Hanging, dangling, let the head dangle. Now, if you're hanging here and you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. Just meet your body where it's at. Breathe into the back of the hamstrings. Head is just relaxed and heavy. And we're going to release our arms, come into chair. So sit into imaginary chair, float your arms up. Now, if you need the support, hands on the thighs. And then we'll slowly rise, keeping our hands lifted until we're standing and reaching up. Keep reaching and then circle wrists one way and then the other. Now, those of you who have low blood pressure, the trick to lightheadedness is the hands above the head. Then we're going to, once you feel fine, you're going to grab your blanket, toss it to the side. We don't need it right now, but we do need a full mat to work with. Socks are time to remove them too. Find mountain pose, which is feet hip width apart at the top of your yoga mat. We shrug our shoulders up towards the ears and then back, opening through the palms. We keep our head over the heart, the sternum over the pubic bone as we draw the core in. Yes, you are powerful. Like a mountain, you lift your 10 toes up, you spread the toes and drop the toes down. Inhale, float the arms up. Palms touch. Swan dive down, forward fold. So arms come wide as we hinge at the hips. Inhale, hands above the knees, elbows in. Reach your crown forward. And then from here, we're going to plant our palms, step back 1 foot, and then the other. Hold plank, and then lower to your knees. Very good. From here, just lower down with control from the knees. Nice and slow, hands beside the heart. Find the tops of your feet, push into the tops of the feet, lift the kneecaps, and gently peel the heart up. Peel just the heart up. Keep the rib cage and belly down. And then exhale to release, nose towards your mat, curl toes, draw belly in for strength as you push into the hands and come into downward dog. That's a sun salutation, well done. Bend your knees, look forward. And we'll tiptoe. Take it nice and slow until you're in that forward fold, feet hip width apart. This is very good for digestion, constipation, bloating, forward folds. From here, chair pose, sink back, arms come up or resting on the thighs. Inhale, rise. Hands together to the third eye between your eyebrows and hold for a moment as you engage the core, shoulders relaxed. And then hands to heart center. Lift your sternum into the thumbs and then release your hands. We're going to come into tree pose now. So feet are hip width apart, hands to hips. This just requires focus, breathing, and not taking yourself seriously. So find a focus point in front of you a few feet ahead. Keep your gaze focused, your core engaged, so belly button to spine, shifting the weight into that left leg. As the right foot slides, it's sliding towards the body. That's it. This is called a kickstand. So you can just kickstand here with that right heel resting, or you can come below the knee. Never on the knee, below. You can come above the knee too, but not on the knee. That's it. Wherever you are, if you're above the knee, you're going to slide your thigh muscle into that foot and bring hands to heart center. So any expression, hands come to the heart. Think of the sternum rising into the thumbs, core engaged. Find your focus, beautiful, even smile. Some of you might be able to trace up your midline today and open your tree branches. Remember, yin and yang yoga, the energies, is not about a competition. It's just about inner balance. And then we'll bring our hands to the heart. With control, I want you to bend your standing leg and slowly float right leg up, taking a gentle step back. Hands still stay at the heart. And plant that foot down and then out to the side. So your back right toes are at a 45-degree angle, as wide as they need to be to feel solid. You're bending your knee. You're in a warrior pose. You're in a warrior statue pose. Imagine yourself as a statue. You want to be solid. Once you found that solid foundation, front knee bent over your knee, knee over ankle, float your arms up, warrior one. Draw your belly in. Hands lift, gazes forward. Just find the strength in this pose. You're almost over the hard part. Well done, everyone. The flow, the yin energy. We're going to bring our hands behind our back and see if we can grab opposite elbows. If that didn't work, open palm or open hands on the low back. From here, we're going to straighten our front leg, draw our belly in, and we'll bow any amount forward. Look at your big left toe. Slide the energy of that left hip back. And this front knee is never locked. It's straight, moving towards straight, but it's never locked. You're reaching your crown forward, energetically powering your energy forward through the head. And then bend your knee, release your arms, warrior one again, float your arms up. Beautiful, hands to hips, bend your back knee, and take a few steps to the top of your mat. We're gonna shake our energy out through the hands, out through the feet, and do a little energy cleanse, which is just brushing the energy away from the body. So you're gonna brush from the heart, the legs. So you might have picked up some energy from someone today. Maybe it was a text that was triggering or an email, and you're just brushing that away. Sometimes it stays in the stomach, back, like a little dry, yeah, now we're cleansed. All right, tree pose on the other side. First, find your mountain pose, feet hip width apart. Shrug your shoulders up and back, open through the palms. Now focus, find a focal point. Draw the core in, belly button to spine. Hands to hips. So find the focus, but the joy in the pose and the yoga is still there. We're not so serious. Shift your weight into that right standing leg, left foot slides. And you can hold it here like a kickstand. Maybe your foot's below the knee or above. And you don't need to be on the same on each side. We have different organ systems, different stuff going on in our body. Find hands to heart center, keeping the focus. Beautiful. Yes. If you come out of the pose, come back in. Just like life throws us a curveball and we like go off to the sidelines a bit. It's the same with this pose. If you want, trace up the midline and open your branches out. It's okay if you're a wobbly tree. Find your breath, find the focus, bringing hands to heart. All right, ready? With control, bend your standing leg, float left leg up, and then take a nice gentle step back behind you. Step that left foot wider and plant the foot down at 45 degrees. Release your hands, bend your front right knee over your ankle. Once you have that foundation, find your warrior. So arms up. If they made a statue of you, you're so solid and strong here. Your core is towards the spine and you're reaching energetically up, chin slightly down. Beautiful. Keep holding this very powerful pose. And then when you're ready, we'll bring our hands down. See if we can grab opposite elbows behind our back. If that doesn't work, open palms on the low back. Same, just looks different. Start to straighten your front right leg. Remember, we don't want to lock the knee. It's micro bend. We're going to dive forward and look towards the big toe. This is head to knee pose. We're going to imagine that right hip sliding back as we reach forward, breathing into our hamstring. Keep your core slightly engaged as you reach energetically forward. Keep your breath flowing. And when you're ready, bend your front knee over your ankle, release your hands, warrior one, sweeping up to the sky. Palms together, bring them to the heart. Lift your sternum up to that, thumbs together, and then bend your back knee, and we'll take a few steps to the front of our mat. Very good. Shake out the hands again. Shake out the legs. If that was really difficult, don't judge yourself. This class is yours forever. You can come back and do it again and again. Come to the top of your mat. Every day it'll be different too. Find your mountain pose. Lift all 10 toes up, spread the toes, plant them down. Head over heart, sternum over pubic bone, and then open up through the palms, looking forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Hinge at the hips. Inhale, flat back, hands above the knees. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back right and then left, finding your plank pose. Lower to your knees, and we'll lower down with control with the elbows in. Hands beside the heart. Find the tops of your feet. Push into the tops of feet. Lift your kneecaps. Peel the heart up. Shoulders up. Keep the rib cage down. This is for the low back. Exhale to release down. Nose touches the mat. Take a break. One more time like that. Push into the tops of feet. Lift the kneecaps. Push into the hands to peel the heart up. Keep the spine long, shoulders back. You can push into the hands to come a little higher, but keep your belly down. Exhale, release. Nose to the mat again. Curl toes under. We're going to push into our hands. Knees wide, big toes touch. Child's pose. So sink your hips back. You can keep your arms reaching forward with your forehead and down. You can stack your fists below. Stack fists on top of each other and rest your third eye between your eyebrows. Another version is hips lifted, elbows wide, hands stacked, then rest your head down. Ooh, good job, everyone. Take a break. This is you doing all the hard work. So that's the yang energy. So those of you who are yangsters, you love that kind of stuff. But then the second part of class tonight is going to be where you find the balance in the body, the yin energy. So just find any relaxing form of a child's pose here where you can find a bit of a rest. Softening in the jaw, the muscles around your eyes, the shoulders soften. Think of yourself melting towards the mat as you repeat that mantra. My mind is relaxed and at ease. And our minds are incredible things. They are firing off thoughts every single second. When we're dreaming, when we're awake. And so that mindfulness that we can control in yoga is pretty special. By bringing attention to the breath and making an intention with our thoughts. My mind is relaxed and at ease. If you want to stay here in child's pose, if you're really tired today, you can. Otherwise, slowly lift the head up. Sit towards your heels. And then we're going to come to one side so we can swing the legs out in front of us. So this next sequence is very good for mobility and for your nervous system. So first thing to notice, if it's hard for you to sit on the ground, you might need your blanket like a wedge to sit up on. So that might, or maybe even a higher up pillow. Find those sit bones. And the first pose we're going to do here is a twist. We're going to bring our right knee towards the chest. Beautiful. That left foot is going to push away from us. So imagine your foot is pushing away. This is where you already might need to sit up on a pillow. That might be what, this feels really a lot easier. So try that if this is hard for you to sit on the ground. All right. From here, let's bring our right hand behind us and take that left hand arm and hug that right knee towards the chest to sit up tall. Still pushing out through that left foot. Now look over that right shoulder. If you want to go further still, you're going to bend that left elbow and hook it around that right knee as you twist. So find the version that gives you a twist that is what your body needs right now. Keep your breath flowing. One more inhale. And slowly exhale towards center. Wonderful. We're going to take that right knee now and open it out to the side and tuck that right foot on the inner thigh of our left leg. From here, float your arms up, and then we'll take a nice bow in the center with the palms up. Very relaxed. We're not grabbing the leg or the thigh or anywhere. It's just a nice calm melting down towards the body. Breathing in and out. This is a yin pose. It's a slowing down and a surrendering. A yang would be pulling. We're not. We're really just surrendering, palms up to the sky, forearms facing up. Spine is really rounded, and we're collapsing towards the leg, really just surrendering down. So this pose is for our nervous system. In the times that you're very busy in your life, your body craves this. We're going to slowly bring ourselves back up to center. From here, lean back and lift your right knee up with your right hand, and we'll grab our knee with our right hand and lift the foot up so your left hand can grab the bottom of that right foot. We're going to rock the leg. That's it. Great for the piriformis muscle. We're going to bring that ankle above the left knee, lean back, and just slowly bend that knee to see if you can bring yourself up to a nice stretch here. So first thing about the stretch is notice my right foot isn't relaxed. Right foot is flexing. Yes. Very good. And then you're not slouching, you're lifting up through the heart, and you can scooch those toes away from you, the left toes, to bring as much space as you want, but you really want to find this lift. If you look at this shape, this is what we call pigeon pose on the ground, but this is reverse pigeon. I prefer it because you get that deep hip stretch, glute stretch with more control. And we want to control our yoga poses. We want to find strength, stability on our own comfort. Finding that breath. One more inhale. And then full breath out. Let that left leg come back out. Lean back, right hand to your knee, left hand to the bottom of the foot. We'll rock the leg. And then we'll bring our leg in front and just wiggle the legs. So same sequence on the other side. If you want that pillow under your sit bones, you can. Bend the left knee first, so towards the chest. From here, right hand comes around. We hug that leg, but we extend out energetically through the right heel, and we'll twist over to the left. So again, your choice. We can take that hugged in knee or bend the right elbow and hook it on the outside of your left knee. But I want you to sit up nice and tall, energetically lifting up. Full breaths through the nose. Finding an energetic lift through the head as the breath travels down beautifully like a spiral to the low back. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind, find your center. We'll let that knee on the left come out to the side, tuck in the foot. Yin pose here, float your arms up, surrender down, open palms, no pulling, just rounded spine. Another thing that's great here for anyone with knee sensitivity is a rolled up blanket behind that knee or a pillow. If that's you right now, you can have any kind of support under there. I relax my face, my jaw, as I breathe through the nose. And imagine the fascial tissues all around the spine opening. Relax the muscles in your eyes, around the mouth. I release my day. When you're ready, you're going to unwind here, nice and slow. Coming back to center. From here, we're going to lean back, help that left knee up with our left hand. Left hand grabs the left knee, flex the toes up. We're going to reach for the bottom of that left foot and we'll rock the leg. Think of this as a very precious leg you're rocking. And then take your left leg above the right knee, lean back, and we'll bend that knee any amount. And it might not be happening today. You're just working on that knee melting away from you. Just hanging out here. You can even have a hand here to work on that. If your knee is bent, you're playing with where your sweet spot is. So you might want to scooch the toes away from you and lift through the heart. You don't want to collapse. You want to use your hands to bring your heart up, keeping your foot flexed. That keeps that knee joint safe in your reverse pigeon. In yin, we call this pose swan. Think of yourself as a very graceful swan with a soft, relaxed face as you breathe through the nose into your hip, into where your femur meets the pelvis. And with each exhale, you're releasing any tension in the body. One more lift through the heart. Inhale in, exhale. If you bent your knee, let that knee extend and straighten. Coming out how we came in, grabbing that knee with your hand, flexing the foot, opposite hand to that foot, and rocking that leg. And then we'll extend the left leg out, give our legs a wiggle. From here, we're going to look around us for all of our lovely props. So first one we need, our blankets. We're going to unroll it about one fold, tassels away from us. And we'll take our pillow or our yoga bolster and place it. It's going to be on the left side of our yoga mat, waiting for us. Then we'll come down on one hip, doesn't matter which one. You're going to slide down your mat onto that side body. Then as you roll into your back, right away bend the knees. Knees are bent directly above the heels. I want you to reach up and find the blanket and bring it so it just supports the back of the head, not the shoulders. It's just grazing the shoulders. Now shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, back into the mat, palms down. We're going to come into a baby bridge. Don't look at me. Don't look at your cat or your child running through your space or whoever's distracting you. You are looking straight up and you are imagining the sky above you. As you push through into the feet, lift your hips towards the sky. Glutes are flexing, but you're not lifting your full max. It's a baby bridge. And then we'll slowly lower down. Bring your knees towards your chest, one at a time, for a hug here. And you can rock if that feels okay. And then from here, we're going to let our feet drop back down. Arms come out at a T. And arms are going to be at shoulder height, palms to the sky. You can have your arms straight out and stretched out or bend at the elbows in a cactus. And then we're going to, from here, push into your feet to lift your hips towards the sky. But then you're going to slide your left hip under and let your knees fall over to the left. So your right hip is stacked above your left. And you should have your pillow on that side to catch it. You can put your pillow under the knee, between the knees, and if you want to just get rid of the pillow, you can for your twist. Now we can do what options for our head. So you can lift your head up and look in the opposite direction to your knees. You can look to the sky, or you can look in the same direction as your knees. It really depends on what your body needs here. It is all about that final yin pose, which is a reclined twist. This gets all those final kinks out in the body. and is really good if you're a go-go person. This is your yin pose. In fact, you ever have really busy weeks that you need to be very productive, or you feel like they're very demanding, this is your go-to pose. It's called recline twist. Doing this before bed can really help the body. So we're going to relax our shoulders. Now, if your right shoulder is really floating up, you can always tuck a pillow under it. So when our shoulders can touch something, either a pillow or the ground, we have a different sort of release. And it's okay, we don't want to force it today, but the next time you do this class, you can just make sure there's a pillow or something you can wedge under there. Full breath in and out. Trying to let your body settle. My mind is relaxed and at ease. If your mind isn't, if it's still going, bring it back to the mantra, my mind is relaxed and at ease, or I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. Relaxing your hands, the collarbones. Feet are heavy, hips heavy, body held by the earth. When you feel ready, taking a full breath in and out. Full breath in and out. Full breath in and out. If your head is to one side, take an inhale to bring your head back to center. First the head, take a breath in and out. We're going to take our left hand down and support whatever top leg is there. We're going to lift the top leg up and then the other one and find our body back to center. Take your pillow that's here on the left side, bring it over to the right side. Then one knee at a time comes towards the chest. You can give yourself a hug, you can grab the back of the thighs, or you can have your hands on your knees and rock or draw circles. Depends on what your body likes. Then we'll bring our feet back down, arms out at a T, palms to the sky, or you can bend at the elbows. Push into the feet, lift the hips up. This time slide your right hip under, knees fall to the right, and your left hip is stacked. You can place that pillow between the knees, under the knee, or get rid of it entirely. Now you do the head. Inhale, you can lift the head up and look away from the knees. The same direction as the knees are straight up. Your neck will tell you how it wants to be. And then we hold on the side, so releasing in the shoulders. Again, if that left shoulder is lifting, the next time you do this class, you just want to have a pillow, a blanket, something you can wedge under there so that you can release the left shoulder down. You don't need to worry about it today, but next time you do the class. Full breath in and out, releasing in this pose. Palms are open. Shoulders relax. Belly is soft. Head is heavy. Hips are soft and relaxed, and feet are relaxed. I release my day. My mind is relaxed and calm and at ease. If it's hard to stay in stillness, the mantra, I breathe in, I breathe out, is very helpful. I breathe in, I breathe out, I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. When you feel ready, full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in and out. Inhale to first find the gaze back to center. Nice and slowly. Might blink the eyes open. Then we're going to take our right hand down to the top leg and lift top leg back to center, and then the other. Bring your knees towards your chest. One last hug. Perhaps you're grabbing the back of the thighs, maybe the knees. You can rock and or roll and do some circles. Then we're going to reach down for that pillow that you had there on your right side. Throw it behind the back of the legs. And then stretch your legs out for Shavasana. Reach for the blanket we placed there a long time ago. We're going to roll the bottom sides in. Hug the neck. Give the neck a nice hug and then release. Roll the top edges of your mat in or your blanket in now so you can really cup the head. You can have an eye pillow over your eyes. You can tuck yourself in with a blanket. We're going to open palms to the sky. Just slide one shoulder blade and then the other. Almost as if your shoulders are supporting the back of the heart. Chin slightly down. Feet relaxed. Shavasana. A few moments here. This is really important to integrate your class from the beginning to the end, that whole hour of movement. The more we learn about fascia tissues, the more we learn at how beautiful this interconnectedness is in the body, from the top of your right eyebrow to the bottom of your left toe. Everything is connected and it's speaking to each other. Think of little constellations of starlight, just like all the time in communication in your body. And when we do yoga, we're bringing breath, we're bringing movement and mindfulness to every cell in the body, to our fascia tissues, bringing that mindfulness into the cells, releasing completely. My mind is relaxed and at ease. When you feel ready, bring awareness to the breath. Feel the breath in the whole body. Full breath out. If you're laying here and you need to give yourself more time, give yourself permission to lay here as long as you need. If you're coming back, take another breath in through the nose into the heart space. Full breath out. One more time. Full breath out. And begin to move your toes, wiggling the toes. Begin to move the fingers, open and close the hand. And you can even take a movement by reaching your arms up above your head and take a nice stretch, toes and fingers. Big breath in, exhale to release. You can bend one knee at a time. You can place your feet on that pillow and just move it away to roll to a side. So roll to whatever side is more comfortable. Pause there. Take a breath in and out. You're going to bring your knees closer to the chest. Open that low back like a little ball. You're going to take your top hand, place it to the mat, and you're going to use a big exhale to come up. So inhale in, and then push into your hand as you exhale to come to sit. You can come and find a cross-legged seat. If your pillow's close, we'll bring it behind us. Hoist ourselves up. Head over heart. Sternum over pubic bone. Draw the core in. Open the palms. Shoulders back. Inhale to reach out to that energy of calmness. Palms touch. Bringing the thumbs to that third eye between the eyebrows. Elbows to the side. Draw belly in. Sit up tall. My mind is relaxed and at ease. Little smile to your face, and bring your thumbs now together to the sternum. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.